Hey everyone, Xenom here, and on YouTube there's a gorilla tag channel called Safety Tips for Gorillas, which seems innocent enough, just doing safety tips for gorillas. However, the videos slowly get more distorted and corrupted as a hidden story is slowly told. Now, I've made one video before on gorilla tag safety tips where I talk about the story, but in this video I'm going to be talking about the hidden story's main antagonist, the wallstalkers, and their many variations. Now, since the last video, there have been a lot more videos released, so that means a lot more lore and a lot more wallstalkers. So even if you already have seen the first video, you're probably going to want to stick around anyway. To give you an idea of what the wallstalkers are like, I'll just show you one of Gorilla Tag's safety tips videos.
Hello and welcome to Safety Tips for Gorillas. Today we will be giving you tips for gorilla safety in case of a wallstalker and what to do in that situation. If you don't already know, a wallstalker is an entity that walks around the edge of forest. These entities come in different forms and are very hostile. So let's get right into it. Type 1. Naturals. Naturals are the most basic form of wallstalkers. Naturals are slow and are always a dark gray. Naturals are very slow and are partly blind, but it is still best to walk away if you see one.
Alright, so the thing is, Safety Tips for Gorillas has already made multiple videos where he goes in detailed explanations for each of the wallstalkers, which kinda ruins the whole point of this video if he's already done them. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through each of the wallstalkers and rate them based on their dangerousness and rarity, since the actual Safety Tips for Gorillas channel hasn't done that already. And I'm also going to be including some hidden facts in there as well. So without further ado, let's get into it. I also made a channel membership thing where you can get a free badge next to your name in the comments and also get free stickers. Kiddies love stickers, don't they? My cat's just sitting there in the corner of my room staring at me and purring. Wait, let me go over so you can hear her purr. Alright, here she is. The cat herself. Hello. This is flopped over on the floor, just staring at me. Oh, there you go. Aww. You know, it's really distracting to record with you just sitting there licking yourself. Oh, where are you going? Gonna go under the sofa? Oh, and now you've turned into a loaf of bread. Nice. What was this video about again? Oh yeah, wallstalkers. Okay, so let's talk about Type 1's dangerousness and rarities. So there is a video to accompany the last one where it shows the wallstalker Type 1 in action as he stalks the edge of the world, then notices the person who's recording the video and walks slowly towards them, and then picks up pace and runs towards them and catches them. So with dangerousness, as long as you know what they are, you could probably easily escape by branching or something. So I'd give it just like a 5 out of 10, as it's really easy to think they're just another monkey and then realise that they're dangerousness when they start running towards you. As for rarity, that's gotta be another 5 out of 10, because despite being the most basic wallstalker in the series, they're not really that common. In fact, their Type 2 counterpart, which is a lot more dangerous, is seen a lot more throughout the series. Why is the most basic wallstalker not so common? Maybe because they got extinct or something, because of how dangerous they are. I mean, not dangerous they are. So, yeah, let's just move on to Type 2. Before I get into the stats of Type 2, like I did with Type 1, I'll just show you Safety Tips for Gorillas' explanation of Type 2.
Type 2 mimics. Mimics are slightly faster and can see better than naturals. Mimic's true form is black or a dark red.
If you were to be attacked by one, it would most likely mimic your copy looks, hence the name, mimic.
Alright, so in terms of mimics, they're pretty dangerous, and I'd probably rank them at 8 out of 10 because of how fast they are, and since they can blend in with society, they can probably lure even more people in. However, I only give them 8 out of 10 and not higher because there are a lot more unique wallstalkers later, and in terms of rarity, it would probably be 1 out of 10 because of how common they are. And most of the time, if there's just a random wall stalker running about, it's most likely a type 2. Alright, so here's the part where things get interesting with type 3. Now, type 3s have the ability to control all other wall stalkers and are extremely intelligent. In fact, there are only 2 of them on Earth. And the first one, that is literally just called Leader, has even hacked into one of Safety Tips for Gorillas videos to contact the second Type 3, known as Max, who doesn't even know that he's a wall stalker in the first place, and he just thinks that he's just another monkey. In fact, I think most of these videos explaining the wall stalkers in like the story of Safety Tips for Gorillas were made by Max to help other survivors of the wall stalkers defend themselves. And a lot of videos on the Safety Tips for Gorillas channel is just Max kind of trying to survive the wall stalkers and meeting up with other survivors who all die eventually. And after Max learns that he's a wall stalker, in the end of season 1 of Safety Tips for Gorillas, Max uses his power as a type 3 wall stalker to control other wall stalkers to kill Leader. Nice. And with all that said, I can safely say that type 3 is Dangerousness is 10 out of 10, and so is its rarity. And we're not even halfway yet. Yay! Okay, so to save my sanity, and also because I'm lazy, I'm just going to play all of the videos where Safety Tips explains the wall stalkers, and as the videos are playing, I'm just going to have the stats on screen. I'm sorry for being lazy, I'm just really tired right now.
Hello, and welcome back to Safety Tips for Gorillas. Ever since the incident, wall stalkers have changed and now there are more than 10 subspecies. So today we will be talking about some of them. Let's get right into it. Type 4, Defenders. Defenders are a bright purple and are normally not hostile, but it still doesn't like anyone or anything in its territory. These wall stalkers will even fight other wall stalkers just to keep its territory. Its main ability is to screech, to alert other wall stalkers in its pack. Type 5, Spirits. This type of wall stalker is a very peaceful one. If it were to see a person, it would most likely run and hide. But only sometimes it will attach itself to a trustworthy person. Spirits are really just friendly creatures. Type 6, Yeti. Yetis live in more cold places since their fur is much heavier than a normal stalker. Yetis have unnaturally long arms and can run for long periods of time. These terrifying creatures are snow white or a brown. Type 7, Wendigo. This type of wall stalker is a very dark gray with the skull of an unknown animal on its face. Wendigos are also very tall. This type is extremely dangerous, so stay safe. Type 8, Crystals. Crystals live in mines, and if it's not